Hello, fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here for video number 2 of my new Diamond Painting for Beginners series. If you missed the first video, I'll stick a link to it up there in the corner. The first video was basically, where do I go to buy a diamond painting? This looks really cool. Where do I buy a kit? So if you haven't seen that one, go back and check that one out. This one is, now that you've bought a diamond painting, what's next? So this video is going to be about how to organize your drills, how the drills come, the different ways that you can kit it up, etc. There will be future videos in this series, so if this is something you're interested in, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and hit the bell so that you're notified the next time I upload a video. So you bought a kit, congratulations, you're on your way to becoming a diamond painter. So once you have the kit, you should open it. And everything should come in the kit that you need in order to start diamond painting. It should have a toolkit that has a pin, wax, and a tray to hold the drills, and of course the drills that you're going to be applying to the canvas. I'll be talking about the tools and how to use them and all of that kind of stuff in another video, so again, make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss that one. So drills come packaged in many different ways, and some of them I'm going to show you, some of them I'm going to just throw pictures up on the screen. My least favorite way to get drills, and I don't typically get them like this anymore, I think it's kind of fallen out of favor with a lot of manufacturers, is little bags, and I'll stick a picture over there if I can find one, of 200 drills in a bag. And what you end up with is, instead of one big bag that has a lot of drills like this, you get little tiny bags with approximately 200 drills in each bag, and it takes forever to open them all. Also, it's a lot of unnecessary plastic and way too many bags, and it just, yeah. So what you'll see most often is this, and what manufacturers will do is have these sleeves. This is kind of a short one, but they'll have longer sleeves. But basically, each color is put in its own little bag, and then you'll cut the bags apart, and then cut them again to open them and pour out the drills. So this is pretty typical of how most drills come. There are some companies that put theirs in baggies, so they'll come in some sort of baggie like this, probably smaller than this, but they'll have some kind of sticker on it that designates either the DMC code, which tells you the color, or it may have a serial number on there. When you have a canvas, it will have a legend that tells you number 1 is this symbol, and it's this DMC code, which corresponds to a color. So whether it's bags, baggies, or the little tiny bags of drills, that's how your drills will come packaged. If you get a kit where the drills come in baggies, you can work directly from the baggies. A lot of diamond painters will simply write the symbol from the schematic on the canvas on the drill bag so they know which one is which, or you can just use the serial numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., however you want to do it, and then you can just pour your drills into a tray, put those drills on the canvas where they go, pour them back in, close up the bag, rinse and repeat. And that's how you'll finish your canvas. For drills that come like this, obviously you have to cut the bags apart. Now, if there aren't very many drills like in this one, you might be able to just diamond paint all of these drills and then move on to the next color. But if you have a lot of one color, you probably want to kit them up in a container. So there's all kinds of storage systems that are available. I have tried so many of them over the years. I have tried the Tic Tac containers. I did not like those because it was really difficult to get the drills back in. They make funnels now, but they're still not my favorite. There's all different kinds of cube storage. There is the little 28 slot containers where it's basically 7 rows of 4 conjoined little slots. I'll try and find a picture to stick over there. So you can use those. Those don't hold very many drills though. So if you're doing a small painting, then it might be okay. If you're doing a larger painting, you might need something else. If you don't want to buy storage, there are lots of inexpensive options. I've seen people use condiment cups. I've seen them use Tupperware or just cups and things that they have around their home. You can buy small Ziploc baggies if that's what you want to do. If they came like this, but you'd rather put them in baggies, you can do that as well. Just find something that works for you and for your budget. You don't have to buy all of these fancy things. I bought a lot of different storage systems because I was trying them out and then experimenting with them and documenting that for the channel. For someone who doesn't have a YouTube channel and doesn't want to waste that kind of money, then just get whatever works for you and your budget, like I said. For example, if you do a lot of small kits, like the 30 by 30s, 30 by 40s in that range, the small 28 slot containers might be enough for you, because smaller kits are going to have fewer drills and usually less colors. If you're going to be doing larger kits, especially from some of the premium companies, then you probably want some more specialty storage because you're going to have a lot of drills. After trying out many, like I said, different kinds of storage, I have two that I've kind of stuck with over the years. And the first one is my bottle case storage. So you can get these cases with designs on them. You can get plain black ones with piping and colors around the edges. Basically, they're just zippered cases and they hold 60 bottles. And you load your drills into these bottles. So as long as you have 60 colors or less, you can use a case like this and put all of your drills in it. Typically, if there is a schematic, what you'll get is some kind of schematic, and some of the premium companies provide you with stickers that have the serial number, the symbol, and the DMC code on them. Or you can do something simple like this. This is actually kitted up for a travel diamond painting. I'm going to be doing some small mini kits, and it was just all the letters of the alphabet, some numbers, and then some various random symbols. So I just had some really inexpensive round stickers laying around that I bought at like Walmart or someplace. I wrote them on by hand, stuck them on the bottles, and now I'm good to go. I know which color is which. So all of my bottle cases, you can get them in different sizes. I think you can get as small as 10, 15, 20, 30, 60. Might even be able to get more than 60, but 60 is kind of my sweet spot. Most of my kits have somewhere around 60 colors, some maybe a little bit more, but a little bit less. So I can use it for this. And the bottles hold more than you think. This kit, because it's a mini kit, there's not very many drills, but even for some of my larger premium company kits, this is big enough, these bottles are big enough that I can fill it with drills. I was trying to see if there was one in here that was kind of full, but I'm not managing to pull one randomly. This one has quite a few in there. So each bottle holds quite a few drills. So this is one option. And this is probably, it just depends on how many colors my kit has. If it has 60 or less, then I will use something like this. If it has more than 60, then obviously I'm going to use my other storage system. And what is that system, you ask? This is my absolute favorite storage system. This is the Elizabeth Ward tray. So these trays come with lids, so you can put the lids on them. All of my trays are the ones that came with various sizes. So typically it will have a row of this size, 2 rows of this size, 2 rows of this size, and then only 1 row of this smallest size. I have this configured differently because this kit has a lot of colors, but a lot of them there are not very many drills, so I just needed the small containers. But all of the colors for this kit are in here, and there are, I think, 64 colors. Nope, there's a 65. So 66 colors in this kit. And I got them all to fit in here because I can configure them based on what size I need for the colors that come in the kit. So because it's customizable, I can kind of change it up. I have 6 of these trays and a little cube to store them in. I'll throw a picture of it up over there. I absolutely love it. I love having enough of these different sizes that I can kind of customize it for whatever kit I'm doing. You can also go out, and I have purchased extras of all 4 different sizes on Amazon. So for instance, you'll get a package of 3 of these, a package of, I think, 5 of these, maybe 6 of these, and then a package of, I don't know how many of these smaller ones. So rather than buying multiple trays, you can just buy the containers if that's what you want to do. But it is customizable. So those are the 2 storage systems that I have used to kit up my drills. There is also the option to kit up directly into trays. And what a lot of people will do is get a diamond painting tray with a lid. This one has a lid, but I don't use it. Rather than putting it in these containers, they will put it in a tray like this and then label the tray with the sticker. So they will have 66 trays if that's what I needed for this kit, and each color will be in one tray. A lot of people say that it is faster to do it that way. It is and it isn't. There are a lot of factors that go into that. And also it can be quite expensive to buy enough of these trays, not only to be able to kit up one kit, because like for this one, I would need 66 trays because that's how many colors I have. But if there were more colors, I would need even more trays. And if I wanted to kit up more than one painting at a time, I would need double the amount of trays. And trays can be expensive. You can find some that are inexpensive, but even ones that aren't expensive, you're talking $7, $8 at least probably per tray. So if you want 100 plus trays, that's a pretty big investment for somebody just starting out. Whichever system you decide to use, whether you decide to use the Elizabeth Ward or the bottle case or Tic Tacs or whatever system you use, you need to label your drills. So each color of drill is designated by a DMC color, and that is basically copied over from embroidery floss. So if you've ever done cross stitch or anything like that, the DMC floss codes, that's what these are. There are less colors in diamond painting. Last I knew, there were only 447, I think, diamond painting colors. So less than floss colors. So what you'll get when you get stickers is you will see a serial number. So basically these are numbered from 1 to 66. And then there's a symbol next to each one that corresponds with the symbol on the canvas, so that I know this brown goes on the symbol U. And then it will have the DMC code next to it, so I know that that's what color it is. The reason the DMC codes are important is because if you run out and you save your spares, then you know, oh, I ran out of 422, I'm going to go grab 422 for my spares. Or you can send information to the company, hey, I ran out of this color, can you send me additional drills? There's a Facebook group, I can't remember the name of the group, but basically it's a bunch of people who have leftover drills and are willing to send them to people in the mail. You just have to let them know what color you want. Anyway, so you have to label your drills. That way you know when you get to a particular symbol what color of drill goes on that symbol. A lot of the premium companies will provide stickers for you. So for instance, this kit came with stickers. The travel kit that I was showing you, that was an inexpensive kit from Make Market. It does not come with stickers, so I had to make my own. You can do what I did and just buy the inexpensive rounder or square stickers at like Walmart or someplace, or you can buy a Xyron sticker maker. I'll stick a picture of it over there. Oftentimes what I will do if I get a canvas that doesn't include stickers is that I will scan it with my printer, print it out, and then use my Xyron to turn that regular paper into stickers that I can then stick on my containers. I also have used my cutting machine to make my own stickers before. So you can get really fancy, buy your own cutting machine, or if you already have one and use that, or you can just go to Walmart, buy some cheap stickers and stick those on there. However simple or complicated you want to get depends on you, what you like, and what your budget is. So in addition to needing to label the drills, how do you organize them? There's different ways that you can do that as well. When you get the drills, they are typically in DMC order. So for instance, these are all ABs, so we're going to ignore those. But here at number 9, it starts with DMC 152, and then it just continues numerically all the way down the DMCs, and the last one is 3853. And that's typically how the drills will come, whether they're in baggies, whether they're in bags like this, or in however they come, they'll usually be in DMC order to start with. So you can organize them however you want. I typically just leave them in DMC order, which also means they're sort of in serial order. So these are 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Those are all in order. And if I look at the DMCs, 413, 420, 422, 445, 469, those are all in order as well. So that's typically how I would do it, especially in my bottle cases. With my Elizabeth Ward, sometimes they'll get a little bit out of order. Like for instance here, this is number 9, which is 152. But number 10 is not next because number 10 is a color that I had a lot of, so it went in this very large size container. So my Elizabeth Ward may get mixed up a little bit. You can do it however you want. If you want to use a bottle case and label your bottles 1 through 60 and then never relabel them, you can do that. The schematic will have the serial numbers on there and you can diamond paint that way. For me, that is an extra step because I diamond paint by symbol. So I don't look at the canvas and go, okay, number 2, and then go back to my schematic. Where's number 2? Okay, that's serial number 15, find 15. I just look at it and go, oh, I need a star. Where is the star? Oh, here's the star. So I don't care that it's serial number 14 or DMC 301. None of the serial numbers, I pay no attention to those. The DMCs don't matter to me unless I'm saving the spares. So I'm paying attention to the symbol because that's how I'm comfortable diamond painting. You may do it differently, and that's entirely up to you. Do it the way that makes sense to you because that's going to be the easiest when you're diamond painting. You can organize them in a variety of different ways other than DMC or serial number. People have organized them by color, especially if you have a lot of drills, like a big Josephine wall or something. I've seen people who will put all the blues in one spot, all the greens in one spot, all the yellows in one spot. So they know when they're looking at the canvas, okay, I need to go this area of my container because that's where this blue color is going to be. There are people who put them in a particular order rather than using a serial number. They will use a system. So like if there are any alphabetic letters, so if you look in here, like that's an F, there's an X. So they'll go through and pull all of those out. There's an A, and then they'll put them in alphabetical order for whatever letters are in there. Then they might pull lowercase letters if they have those. Then they might pull math symbols, plus, minus, a slash, an asterisk for multiply, whatever makes sense to them in their mind. People, you can put all the arrows together if you have a lot of arrows. You just organize it in a way that makes sense to you. That's probably easier to do with smaller kits because you're not going to have such a variety of symbols. Again, for me, I just put it in here by DMC. I'm painting by the symbol anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. I don't need all the colors in one spot. I don't have that many actual different colors in this particular painting. But again, do what makes the most sense to you and how you work. Like I said, for me, referring to the symbol on the canvas and then to the schematic and then to my drills, that's an extra step for me. I just look at my canvas and say, oh, I've got a music symbol. Where is that at? Oh, here's my music note. So I'm going to use that color drill. That to me is easier and makes sense. I get that not everybody works the same way. So it's just a matter of you figuring out how to organize your drills in a way that makes the most sense to you so that your workflow is easy and relaxing, because that's what we want out of diamond painting, right? So you can organize, like I said, by DMC, you can organize by color, you can organize by symbol. There are also people who will organize by quantity. Like these drills I have the most of, so those are going to go at the end. All of these ones that I don't have very many of are going to go at the beginning, which is, I guess, sort of what I do. So I guess my organization is kind of a mismatch of DMC and quantity, at least in Elizabeth Ward. For my bottle cases, it's probably DMC. It's probably just DMC. So again, a variety of ways that you can do it, whether you're using an Elizabeth Ward tray, whether you're using a bottle case, whether you're using a bunch of trays to use that method, whether you're using the Tic Tac containers or baggies or whatever. You just need some sort of way to organize your drills so that you can keep track of which ones go where on the canvas. I have tried doing it all different kinds of ways, and I end up, for my bottle cases, like I said, just leaving it in DMC order, doing it sort of by quantity, I guess, for Elizabeth Ward, and that's just kind of my default. That's how I do it most of the time. Unless I'm specifically trying something different for a video, that's typically how I'm going to kit up. So now that you know all the different ways to organize your drills, the next step is to prep your canvas. So again, make sure that you've hit that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss the next video in this series. I think I covered everything. If I didn't, leave me a comment down below and let me know something I missed, something I forgot. Is there a way that you kit up that I didn't cover? I'm always curious to know how other people work, so leave me a comment. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.